Thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand out the way, I mean.
Yo.
Action.
This is crazy. This is episode number 17 of the Better Take podcast. I'm your host, Russell Orhe. And today we have another return guest. This is like return number 2, right? Or 3?
Not 3, yeah.
3?
This is 3.
Yeah, we got BBA, Big Baller Ant, on the pod.
Let's go.
Yeah. Man, fuck. It's been about 2 weeks since we jumped on this motherfucker, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's been a lot of things shifting and changing behind the scenes over the last 2 weeks, literally. Just been changing like the internal structure of Better, just to become a little bit more efficient. I think for myself, like, and I've expressed this in a YouTube video, I've just kind of been like not lost, but it's like I haven't been myself, like my true authentic self. Whenever you have like a business like this, you kind of like lose yourself and you start dedicating a lot of time to shit that you actually don't like, which sounds kind of crazy because it's a business that you started, but you almost become like you become a shell of yourself because you're doing a lot of shit that you don't really like care about like that. And I feel like me as a creative, me as an influencer, me as an individual just kind of changed a little bit because I had these different responsibilities I just wasn't really used to or like truly interested in. And there's a lot of shit like happening, not like bad shit, but just shit that I didn't like that would take away from like who I was as an individual. Mm-hmm. Like it's a lot different to come into a setting where like you just dealt with some bullshit that you wasn't trying to deal with. And it just took away from like what I usually do. Like I noticed that I wasn't like Russ, I hate saying my name, but Russ Swole, the fitness influencer or creative. Like I wasn't doing the shit that I normally like to do. And I took care of that, changed some things here and there, still working on that behind the scenes shit, but I feel so much better, man. Like I haven't felt this way in the past, like probably like year and a half, 2 years.
Do you feel like you just like weren't really using your creativity anymore and like that's what you fed off of, just being a creative?
I think so.
In like all aspects of things?
Yeah, I mean for the people that follow me, you've been seeing my stories lately, like the fucking pre-workout shit that I've been doing. That shit would have never happened in the space that I was in because my creativity and like my love for the game wasn't there anymore.
You're
like,
just like no vibes.
Yeah, no vibes. Because I would wake up and I have like responsibilities, like in a sense of like I would wake up and like literally my phone's blowing up of like, hey Russ, we need this. Hey Russ, where you at? Hey Russ, like this.
Yeah.
Like you talk to probably like 15, 20 people at once.
Yeah.
You know? So like when that happens, the main thing doesn't become the main thing anymore. And like what makes all of this go is the fact that I do social media, I do work out, I do train, like, and I make that entertaining for you guys. And I just felt like that component was being kind of like taken a back seat. So I was like, I gotta change some shit and become selfish and get back to what got me to this point.
Yeah, I think like because I've experienced it, not to the same extent, I don't think, but I feel like in the same regard that I felt it was like you're kind of like a plug versus an outlet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like you kind of plug the energy in every room that you're in. Mm-hmm. But when you become the outlet and everyone's like, Russ this, Russ that, Russ. Instead of like giving out your energy to the world, it's like people are sucking your energy from you. And then you're just kind of like there to just be like, by the time you get to do whatever it is that you actually wanted to do and like get to like doing, okay, like now let me focus on me for like 30 minutes. Like your creativity or your just like desire to even do it isn't as high anymore because like basically all the energy that you had just got sucked out of you.
Yeah. And I probably sound like a bitch complaining because like I know there's people that have like real jobs and shit and still make like this shit work for them. But for me, I just realized I was chasing and trying to do something that I just generally was not. And I'm the type of individual, like I generally don't do things that don't call my name.
Yeah.
So like, for example, with football, the second that I lost like that dying love and compassion for it, I was out.
Yeah.
I wasn't about to like trick myself or like keep going on something that I'm like half-assed about. If I start having a sliver of doubt, I pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not wrapping it up. He's pulling it out.
But I pull out, man. Like I'm not one of those people that like be like
half in, half out.
Yeah, thinking about like, man, I want to quit. If I have those thoughts in my head, I just quit.
Yeah.
Like, and that's where I kind of was at. I was like, bro, I can't continue to keep doing this. I need to figure out a way to change things, to restructure things, to getting to where I actually want to be at. And bro, I feel great, man. I feel like I'm super excited for the last part of this year and then going into next year as well.
Yeah. I think it's fire because now it's like, it's kind of like a restructure moment and then you're just like on it.
Yeah.
Like doing, because it's like everyone benefits from like a leader being at their highest level.
Yeah.
Because like that's what leaders do is like they lead. Like they're a leader for a reason, like you specifically.
There's
like
different types of leaders too. Would you categorize yourself as like a vocal leader or someone that leads by example?
Strong in the example, but I can be vocal when needed. I don't think it's different too. Like for me, in situations that I've needed to, like when I needed to talk to employees or bring certain things out of certain people, I'm really good at speaking to them directly.
Yeah.
And knowing someone's like strong points and their weak points and stuff, and like knowing how to bring out the best out of someone specifically. But like when I speak to a group, I feel like sometimes I'm not the best because I think most of the times, like when I speak to a group of individuals, and I'm like leading them, it's very like direct to the point versus like trying to like build camaraderie.
Yeah.
So like when I'm in a meeting and I'm explaining like vision or for a launch or whatever, like most of the time it's like, yo, this is what you need to do, like this, and that, and lay it out pretty like straightforward for everyone. And then from there, it's like I'm not gonna sit here and like babysit. You know what I mean? But
are you the type to like when a conversation needs to be had? You know, like let's just say, okay, like you're at work and like maybe someone's kind of like emotionally dipping off. Are you the one where it's like, yo, Ant, we need you to go talk to so and so to kind of get that?
Sometimes, yeah. It depends on like who they are and like what their role is. But like, there's been a few times where Charlie will be like, yo, can you know, this and that. Especially if I think like for me specifically, like my relationship with people at Anaka specifically is like a little bit closer than I guess Charlie or Sam. Because I interact with them way more. Yeah. So it's way easier for me to be that person and like, yo, like dial it in. But I never like, when it's a situation like that, I always handle it kind of like jokingly or like softly because they know like for me to even have to have a joke with them like that, they know I'm not joking.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean?
Okay, it's like talking to me like,
yeah, like especially if
there's something that he's trying to communicate with me without being like,
yeah. Because like for me, I'm so like, and I was telling Leah this the other day, I think sometimes like, because I'm this way, people might not take me as serious as like, I feel like I should be taken like super respectful because like the shit that I've done. But like, I think since I'm so like nice and like fun, just like kind of like go lucky, like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe that like a lot of times people will diminish because like I'm not coming off as like a fucking old head, like, you know, suit and tie type of guy. But I think sometimes like it's weird. I don't want to ever have to be that guy. Like if someone's slacking off, I'm like, yo, buddy, like, come on, like, let's just, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want to sit here and be like, yo, Russ, like, you know, you haven't been reaching your deliverables or like whatever.
Because I think about it, this whole experience just showed me, which I already kind of knew, I'm a leader by example, bro. Like I'm not like a super vocal person. Like if someone's fucking up or someone's not like pulling their weight, my first reaction is more so just like frustration, but I don't vocalize it to that individual because I'm just like in my head, I'm like, why can't this person just be like me? Like I don't slack off. Like if I'm supposed to be doing something, like and I'm truly supposed to be doing something, then I'm gonna do it. Versus like, why can't you just do it? Like I'm just like, if someone fucks up, I just go and do it myself and then show them like this is how you're supposed to do it. Follow along. And that's not like the best for leading a team.
It is super tough. Like I feel like anyone who does something at a high level immediately thinks like, damn, why aren't they like me?
I get impatient.
Or like why like I get that. I'm like, yeah. If there's something that you really want done, like 9 times out of 10, it almost sometimes feels easier or like better to just do it yourself. Because there's a lot of times where I'm like, dude, like, what are you not understanding here?
Yeah. So like, for example, right, I could say this now because when I think about it, this would have been a better way to go about it. So in our warehouse, like when we first set everything up, it was like fucked up and it was messy and there was like shit everywhere, right? I think you remember that time.
Yeah.
Right. And there was an individual that was like, he was just expressing that like he needed help or like it was a lot to do, right? And saying that like he just couldn't really kind of like put it together. So I pulled up the next morning super early, went into the warehouse by myself, like no one's there. I took my shirt off and I literally just assembled like everything and put it together, cleaned everything up. And I think I fulfilled orders too or something. And like that person pulled up. And I'm like, hey, I just cleaned the warehouse. Like, I did everything. Like, here's everything. Let me know if you need anything. Instead of bringing that person in with me, showing him, hey, this is how you should do it. This is how I want it done, X, Y, and Z. That would be like probably the more mature way to do it, the proper way to do it, versus like trying to show them by example, like, no, it can be done. You just need to lock
like Kobe shit.
Yeah. Like, and I noticed that. I'm like, bro, I would much rather
Kobe shit for sure.
I'd much rather just like show and prove and then show them like, no, there is a way to do it. You're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Which isn't like, you know.
It is tough though. I feel like a lot of times like I feel like people are naturally born to lead. Like not every single person is a leader. You know what I mean? Like so
hell no.
But like no, I feel like nobody ever teaches you like how to lead a team or like lead a group of people, especially like a business, like running a business, especially you, like you kind of like started off and then it just like keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And then you're hiring like when you need people. Yeah. But then like one day you wake up and you're like, oh shit, I have like 20 people that all are here and like their whole livelihood is based around my company, my brand, my vision. Like no one really ever taught you like, you know, or like I doubt a lot of people just kind of don't really go into it thinking like, damn, I'm going to have this like multi-million-dollar fucking corporation.
And what's crazy is that like I never had a job growing up. I wasn't allowed to have a job growing up. I tried joining the workforce. My dad was like, hell no. Like,
I remember my parents were the same way.
Yeah.
Until I worked at Champs.
Yeah. See, that would have been a lit job.
That was my dream job.
Yeah.
I remember like thinking like Foot Locker was like, I thought that was like the pinnacle of all jobs. I was like, bro, like free shoes or whatever.
Yeah.
It was lit though, not gonna lie. But like, luckily I was blessed enough to work a little bit to know, okay, like I didn't ever work hard labor. But like being able to work and know like you have to actually work, you know what I mean? Or like show up to shifts and like you can't just call off and like all that type of stuff. I'm glad to have experienced that. Cause like, I feel like a lot of things aren't taught to you in life just in general.
For sure.
But leading is one of those things that's super hard.
Yeah.
Like super hard, I think.
Yeah. Bouncing off of that, like, bro, the Naka shit, the job coming up, like the nostalgic pack and shit. That shit honestly, hard, man.
Yeah. Your shit is like better though, to be honest. That shit's better.
No, I think the rollout is better. Like, I mean, like you guys like put that together pretty quickly.
Yeah, so. No, definitely. That was all Shawley.
Yeah.
It was actually cool. I think I was telling you this weekend, like, the video was all Shawley. And like, I think a lot of times, kind of like what you were saying, how you kind of like give in roles to certain people over time. Like now, I mean, 5 years in, Shawley's like really given me all creative direction, freedom, and like all marketing and stuff. But this video was like,
that was a good video too.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole thing. I mean, I think since Shawley's like now older, like he fucks with like the nostalgic shit a lot more. Yeah. So I feel that. He it was all his idea and like video from like literally he sent me like 2 or 3 voice memos and like was like super into it, wanted to be featured in it and stuff. Like it was really cool seeing him like really super overly excited about it. Because like most of the time I'll tell him an idea and he'll be like, yeah, it's fire, and then the idea comes out and it's like fire. But like that energy that I saw from him on this video, that's why like I was like, yo, like I'm not even gonna touch it. Like basically I was just the liaison between him and the videographer. Like I was like, this is what Shawley wants, like let's do it. And I was just there to help it come to life. But like that was completely him. So it was dope to see that type of experience.
You know what's so crazy though? I feel like in that respect, like I'm trying to think, so I don't want to like be disrespectful or like incorrect. I feel like my brand, like on a much smaller scale, I would say that the creativity level in regards to like drops and collections isn't like super present in the fitness space, like just the fitness space. Like when you think about like Alpha Elite, Young LA, Raw Gear, what are some other ones?
Dark Sport.
Yeah, Dark Sport. Well, Dark Sport may like, and this is like a good thing. Dark Sport may be a cult.
Yeah,
like
they are,
like in a good way.
They really are.
And to me, like that's masterful marketing. Like they have a very strict brand identity that they stick to, and like there's like,
I do respect that about them. It's like all their shit. Like one thing about Dark Sport is like when you see something from Dark Sport, you know it's from Dark Sport.
You know exactly where the fuck it's from. You don't even like, and their base is like fucking. Yeah, they might be a cult, man.
I've never met anyone that wears Dark Sport. I've literally
never met anyone that wears a Dark Sport, but like I respect like the amount of just like fucking like.
Yeah, I see this shit a lot.
Yeah,
I see this shit a lot.
But going back to our two brands, like I feel like it's very unique takes on what we drop. Yeah, and like, there's just not a lot of fitness companies that do that because I think things are super formulaic now. Like there's no like. I'm not trying to be negative when I say this. There's no like creativity in the respect of like everyone's doing the same stuff. If you go to each other's pages, like it's all this. It's like all pictures. Like I wish I could demonstrate for you guys, but it's like the model looking at the camera like this with their hand in their pocket, and then like maybe a girl like posing next to them for like all the pictures and all the drops. But like, where's the like? That's cool and all because you're just trying to show the product. But like, I think what we do is we try to take like that street fashion and we try to like pump some of the cultural like things that are happening right now into that.
100%.
Yeah. Because when I saw that video, I was like, that shit is hard, bro.
Yeah. I think how I was telling you before when we started working with that different agency and they were, I think there's always like, there's definitely things that you can improve on and get better at. So like one of the things that they were really hammering into me was like the quality of our content. And then they were telling me specifically for ads, like these are the videos that you should be running. Yeah. And the quality was better, but it got like you said, so like formulaic. What'd you say?
Yeah, formulaic.
Yeah. And that I was like, okay, every launch, I need this style of video. Yeah. And I need it for all the shorts. I need this video. I need all the shirts. And then after a while, I was like, damn, the shorts, I mean, the videos itself are very clean and aesthetic. But like, there was no true like theme.
It doesn't elicit any emotion.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
And I was like, maybe for ads specifically, maybe we can run that. But then Charlie and me were having a conversation. It was like, man, let's get back to doing, you know, some type of like meaning behind the launch.
Shit that like
and
elicits,
just create, just
like it makes it more personable. Like one of my favorite comments that I saw like on our recent collection. Also, by the way, guys, we are dropping. By the time this video comes out and this podcast comes out, we would have already launched. I'm pretty sure there should be inventory in to shop. So if you guys want to shop shit, thebetterbrand.com. It's gonna be our nostalgic 90s collection. Super dope. But you want to list, like you want people to feel something when they watch your shit, like whether it be like happiness
100%.
or like one of the things I like to kind of point out is like when you watch like one of those like Under Armour, like Nike, Gatorade commercials, like when you see your favorite athlete like going through something, you're like, damn, bro, that shit made me feel fucking motivated, man.
Not facts.
Like those Jordan, like I think we reference kind of just how those old Jordan commercials used to make people feel, like the "Come Fly With Me" commercials. Yeah. Just that feel good shit. Yeah. Versus just like, oh, here's a dope edit with a bunch of flashes and a bunch of shits and cuts and shit. Like that shit
we literally were just talking about that. Yeah. Like, literally.
It doesn't do anything.
No, it doesn't.
So whenever I presented with this most recent collection that we have, like the media rollout, I was like, bro, we need to, the key word for me was nostalgia. Yeah. Like, let's grab things because the clothing is secondary to me. Like when you're on our brand page, you know you're looking at clothes.
Yeah.
That doesn't have to be like the forefront. What I want to be the forefront is the feeling. Because if you have people feeling something, it like the clothing is like almost a representation
Exactly.
of that. So they're gonna buy that clothing because it makes
of what
them
it made them feel,
something, right? So yeah, when we started this collection, or like whenever this collection came up, I was like, bro, like I need to be like hands-on because like I know what that like I'm almost like a customer and I know what I would want to see as a customer from that perspective.
Yeah, I was like, this is by far probably the best launch that you've ever done.
Yeah.
Probably like literally like when you say the feeling, like just the video, and I really knew it because I think the same way from like the marketing perspective of things, like literally like what you say, I've probably said to our team like 2 or 3 times. Like my thing that I've always told everyone, and I say this, I think I even said it probably on the last pod, is like, I want people when they buy a product, when they get the product in some way, shape, or form, like I want the feeling of wearing an Anaka product the same way I feel when I wear, you know, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, you know, whatever high fashion is to me or was to me, like the first time, like, or the first time you got a pair of Jordans, like that feeling.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like that first feeling of like, just when you're like, wow, like this is a pair of Jordan, especially the first Jordan that you bought yourself.
Yeah.
That feeling is the feeling that I want to have, or I want our customers to have when they wear, you know, whatever product it is that they get. So it's like that feeling, everything that you said is 100% facts, but specifically like the photos are like second to none. The photos are hard, and that's the easiest way to capture that emotion. Yeah. Or like, I feel like not captured all the way, but to like,
kind of show the route.
Show it, yeah. But the video of the model when he was playing the game, and the mom calls him, and he's like, already? And there was really no like,
there was nothing.
There was no like, blatant, look at my shirt.
Yeah, it's like there was no
look at the shorts.
Shit.
Yeah,
yeah. So whenever we discussed that video, it was like, I want you to like, yes, like you can see the tees in the shit. Like literally the logo's on the thing. The tees are secondary. I want you to capture just like the things that are around the room, like the Michael Jordan Wheaties thing, or like the posters that are up that are super relevant to the 90s. It's like, let's capture that. Let's show like that moment, because it gives people that feeling of like, oh, bro, you remember when you used to play fucking video games all day and your mom calls you down for dinner?
It's so funny.
And like you literally don't even want to go down. You're like,
nah,
fuck, like I gotta go down for dinner because you're so entrenched into the game. So like just think about capturing that moment and showing that moment, and then like people. Like naturally, I think in your head, you're going to be like, wow, I want to recreate that moment. Maybe buying that tee and that short kind of gives me that feeling of like, kind of like being in the throwback.
No, 100%. It literally reminded me, sidebar, there was one time I was playing, I don't know what Call of Duty I was playing, but I was playing it. And my brother used to be in select baseball. So like they would leave to his games, our family would leave to the games at like 7 a.m. But I had stayed up all night until like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And I heard my parents waking up and I was like, shit, I'm about to act asleep. Didn't even turn my Xbox off. Acted asleep for like 30 minutes while everyone was leaving. As soon as they left, I just was like, yo, got back on the game.
Yeah.
And that video just reminds me of that whole vibe of like, literally like you were saying, is like, you're playing the game, you don't want to get off and like shit like that. And I think to your point, there's not a lot of brands that are doing that. And like for some people it works to not have to do that. And if they're passionate about it or they're doing, then by all means continue it. But like after a while, you can only do the same studio, studio with like a video of, whatever the fuck.
Fucking
and then
like zoom edits and cuts.
Yeah.
And like, I what's so crazy. I would look at like, for me, this is like, I'm someone that likes to stand out. Like I like to do shit that other people aren't doing. So like, I look at what other companies are doing and like everything is like, once again, it's not bad. It's just approach. Everyone has like their look and it's like similar to each other, but I'm like, I want to step away from that. Like if you look at our page, like I want it to look different. I want it to be a little bit more unique. I want it to be like, no, there was like a theme, there was like a direction for this drop and there was a creative push. So like one of the things I'm super happy about with the collection is that when you go look at it, damn well like, exactly what we're trying to push. Everything makes sense. Everything is very unison. And it's not like super overthought. It's just like, nah, we are hammering this shit in. We want you to feel nostalgic. If you're from the 90s, you get it. If you aren't, you're finna learn some shit about the 90s in a sense. But yeah, just like the videos. You know what's so funny? Reels do the worst.
Yeah.
Like Reels isn't, to me, it's more brand building.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, for our personal page, like the Reels do, except for the one with Crandon and Swole. That one was dope. That one got like 300K views almost or something.
Yeah,
like
our best Reels are like always the most just like organic like collab posts with the whatever influencer and like, and it's just like that shit works. There's like literally dedicated days now when we do a content, like when we do like a launch just of organic, just like have the influencers shoot organic shit and we'll just do shared posts and stuff. Cause it is such a like, I think it's cool though too that organic posts do well because it's like sometimes no one wants, I feel like there's a fine balance between organic content and a full blown high level, high production, like commercial video every single time. Like
I don't want to do that shit no more.
Yeah, like there's a fine balance, like, and it's like sometimes that shit gets like when you see something that's an ad, it almost turns you off to the idea of buying the product because it's like you're like overly trying to sell someone on, you know, whatever the fuck it is, versus just seeing their favorite influencer just like post to get ready with me.
Yeah. Like for me now, it's not about the product. It's about telling, it's like making a dope creative video.
Yeah.
And the product is secondary.
Yeah.
Like if you have to like flash the, cause think about it. I mean, it was like the conversation we had at Shawley's. Like it's not, like you said, it's not super pushy, but it's like you're watching a video, the clothes are going to speak for itself. It's like, yo, what was it? What was, exactly. I know the video was about this, but what was he wearing? Cause I fuck with that shit. You know what I mean? So if you're pushing an ad, right, and it's just a dope video, it's not gonna feel like an ad because then you're liking the video, but then you're also like, okay, like, yo, what shorts are those? Like, where can I get that shit? You know, that's how I find like 90% of the shit that I wear.
Literally,
I'm like, where did bro get those cargo pants from? You know what I mean? So yeah, I think going forward, I'm definitely just going to be focusing on like creating just dope content, and then the clothes and shit's gonna be secondary.
Yeah, I think what most people who are starting brands like don't realize is like a lot of times like people kind of like overthink it and think that like, I don't know, like I feel like for anyone who's like trying to start a brand, like the best thing would be like, so everyone has their own, like everyone's their own person, and if you're creative enough to like want to start your own brand, like you have your own vision that if you put it out the way that you want it over time as you perfect it, like you can really, like that would be the best route versus like trying to do what other people are doing or trying to like dumb down your vision because you feel like it might not work out or like whatever. Cause it's like literally like, and I was gonna tell Izzy, like it was so funny how the nostalgia teddies like lined up in the same week as your guys' stuff. And they're like this similar, very similar vibe. Obviously, I think your guys was a lot more thought out, being honest. And it's just like, overall, though, the same concept told in two different ways. And it's like, because you had your vision, Charlie had his vision. It's like similar vibe, but like two people can have, you know, visions and like really see them out, and both can perform well. And so it's like, if anyone else is like trying to start a brand and they're like, oh, well, you know, such and such brand is doing this, I can't do that, or such and such brand is, you know, doing this, so like maybe my vision isn't good because it's not the same. It's like, as someone who's like starting a brand should know, is just like, if you have your vision, like see it through.
Yeah, just do it.
And do it. Yeah, like literally like just do it.
Like don't be concerned if other people are doing this, I guess like quote unquote the same shit.
Yeah.
Just like it's almost like a group project, right? Like whenever your teacher issues out a group project or issues out projects, it's like you might have the same two topics, but like the way that you're going to present is going to be different from how the other person presents it.
And if someone's doing shit that's completely different than you might get discouraged and be like, damn, maybe I'm not doing this right. But like 9 times out of 10, it's probably better to be on the opposite end.
Exactly.
Like way better to be on the opposite.
Yeah, niggas be hitting me, talk about like, don't you think it's funny how you and Naka drop like the same type of shit? I'm like, number one, like it's street fast fashion. Yeah. So like we're culturally into the same shit.
Exactly.
So it's like
gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like NASCAR drops are like something that happens in like every fashion.
Any like racing.
Yeah, anything.
Everyone's
racing,
like obsessed with.
Everyone's like, oh, you copied so and so. It's like, bro, like every company
if you go out to any other brand, like there's probably some type of racing
or
something.
like paying homage to like NBA or basketball or like
especially because like I feel like it's because it's more noticeable because we're the only ones that do it.
Yeah, we're the only like, and we're friends. So it's like we're doing the same like the camo the camo shit, bro. Camo's popular in street fashion in general. Like that
we're the only like fitness brand who
actually
really do it.
Yeah.
So like it looks noticeable because it's like, oh, there's two friends and we're the only ones who do it. So like if everyone else was doing it, it wouldn't even be that like, oh, whatever. I think the biggest thing with clothing for me is like the coolest thing about it is that people like don't realize like you don't only have to shop at one place.
Yeah, you
don't. Yeah,
there's so many people that tag me wearing like a Naka and better.
Exactly.
Combined,
it's like, bro, and then like you have to wear new clothes every day. Like, so it's like, bro, it's like not really that crazy if you think about
it's not
it.
that
Like,
big
you
of a
can
deal.
wear.
How many times do you pair a fucking like Balenciaga shirt? Not Balenciaga. That's fucking up there. But like, how many different times do you pair like different clothing brands with each other? Like you'll have like maybe some some Chrome Heart shorts with a Warren Lotus.
Yeah,
fit.
exactly.
Like, I mean,
it's not like you only have to wear a full on Warren Lotus fit. Yeah,
which would look kind of insane anyways.
Yeah, like a full Warren fit.
Full Warren fit's pretty brazen. Like that would look pretty fucking
exactly.
crazy.
Like so. Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
No, it's interesting. I think because this goes into another point that like, which is interesting because I remember reading in like the Ask Me's, we're more like black, like we represent niggas and shit. So it's like niggas and just like street fashion in general. You know what I mean? Izzy's there laughing and shit. I think we represent what people are doing in like street fashion and just like we represent a different culture, whereas like everyone else is more synonymous with. Do I want to say it? It's like white.
Like active wear.
Yeah, active wear. Yeah, you're like trying to save me. You're like what?
Like casual,
like
workout, go for a stroll in the grocery store.
Fuck it.
But yeah.
Fuck it. I think that like there's a lot of white people in the fitness industry.
No, 100%.
So like they're gonna be represented
a lot more dominantly.
Than what me and Shawley are doing with our personal companies. And someone asked me a question. They're like, how do we deal with the racism and the fascist? Sheesh. Yeah, I was like, whoa. Like racism in the fitness and powerlifting field. And I try to think about it because I don't experience outward racism in the fitness community. I just feel like a lot of people don't relate to the things that I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that do follow me understand now what I'm interested in, and I've attracted the people that are interested in the same shit that I'm interested in. So like I kind of live like in this own bubble, but I do understand that like white people are more represented in the fitness industry at the moment, but I don't want to say it's racist. Yeah, I don't think racist isn't the right
word. But I do see sometimes in comments if
I know where you're going.
Anaka or if GBT or Better were to do something, if another brand was to do it, the reaction from a certain type of person would be different if another brand did it versus if we did it. So like, sometimes Anaka can do something and someone can be like, oh, what the fuck is this? Or you guys copied so-and-so, or, try hard, whatever. But if another brand was to do the same exact thing, sometimes I would see like it would be almost like more renowned at the fact that they're doing it. I mean, I don't really care for it or complain. Like, I don't. It does not change anything for me. But sometimes I do notice that, and I don't know if it's like a racist thing or what it is. But I've noticed sometimes I actually have noticed like I don't know if it's because I like endear Shawley so much that sometimes like it annoys me how there might be a connotation of like copying, and then like oh, copied, you copied such and such. So, or such and such brand, and then then it's like attached to Shawly for whatever reason, when like Shawly's not our designer, so I don't know, but like I don't know. So I don't want to call it racism, but I've experienced that in some.
I'll say this, right? It's not racism to me. It's like you just culturally don't understand. Yeah. So like for example, whenever we started like people listening, our tanks are like that's our best selling product. Like that's what keeps our daily sales up, and that's what brings people to our website, like, which is weird.
Side note, I actually follow this fashion guy. This I don't know his name, but he was posting summer outfits or whatever, and he had like 3 better tanks.
Really?
Yeah, I'll send you his account. Yeah, no, it was super random. Like he was like not. I don't want to say he doesn't work out. Like he might work out like on his own time.
Yeah, but he's not like
his page was like straight fashion.
Straight fashion, right? That's so
weird. And it was like I don't know which tank it was. It was probably like a basic color, but like he was like better brand, whatever, and I was like, damn, that's dope. I forgot to send it to you.
Yeah. No, so it's like when it comes to that, right? Just the fact that we even call them tanks, bro. They're called wife beaters.
Yeah.
Like, when have you ever called them tanks?
Yeah.
Be real. Like,
I don't wear them, so.
No, I'm just saying. Like, not our
yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like, it's like, yo, I got a beater on under the tee.
Yeah. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
now.
like in general, like that article of clothing is called a beater. It's called a wife beater.
I know what you're saying.
But then when we introduced it, I remember like in the meeting, one of my former associates or whatever was like, we're not calling them wife beaters. And I'm like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah. And I was like, I mean, because I'm more socially aware. So I'm like, oh yeah, maybe we shouldn't call them wife beaters, but like everyone calls them wife. Like that's just what they're called. Like I promise you, when we post them, people are gonna call them wife beaters.
Yeah.
But like she was, white, but like in the black community, and like
you've never called it a tank.
Never call it a tank. They're just
I know what you mean.
What I mean?
I've never. Yeah, okay.
So like, but like culturally, that's not racism. It's just there's just not that understanding. And then I started thinking about, I'm like, it is kind of crazy calling white beaters in general, anyways. But just that misunderstanding and that cultural difference.
Tank top.
Yeah, tank top. Like the fuck is a tank top? Bro?
Never heard that. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I get exactly what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also some of the stuff that we do, like. I remember when we had the rebrand and we said GBTZ or whatever, everyone was like, oh, you guys are such tryhards and shit. I'm like, bro, we're just
that was actually a hard rollout.
Yeah, we're just kind of rebranding.
That was actually that was really that was a cool rollout.
But I think it just goes back to like there being a cultural difference, and I wouldn't say it's racism because like I mean people fuck with the shit that we drop, and oftentimes too, like you put people on.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say it's so cool. Being able to be kind of like on the forefront of introducing someone to that type of streetwear aspect of things.
Yeah.
Because like you initially will probably have to be the butt of basically the misunderstanding of things, or like people will be like, I don't fuck with that or whatever. But as you normalize it and these people get more normalized to it, there might be another brand that comes up after, and it's way easier for them because it's like now people are way more open to it. And another thing, you and Charlie were talking about it, you two guys specifically, like being, like you said, like there is fitness in general is probably just way bigger and like, or like there's a bigger white presence or just, non-black presence in the fitness community. And you two guys being at your levels that you're at and like continuously to like bring in black athletes and like really help them is dope, because like there's not really much of them, and maybe you being so open with them and then them pushing out content and them inspiring other people or whatever the case may be, like it has a lasting effect and it's like way more welcoming to other people.
I will say over the last couple of years, like the fitness community has gotten like way more black. Like when I think about it, like the average like person that's like interested in fitness and that I'd be seeing and shit like that, it's definitely like, because when I first started, it was like just like a lot of white people coming up to me. And then now, like for example, like Cranon and Swole, bro, like when I see the people that come up to them, it's like a bunch of black people.
Yeah.
Like like I'm like, what the fuck? Like that wasn't present 4, 5, 6 years ago. Like it always used to be like, and there's nothing wrong. Like I fuck with all y'all, bro. Like I'm not trying to say like I don't like white people. I'm just like explaining like what we see. But yeah, it's definitely like more of a culture change, and I would like to attribute a lot of that to like number one, just like a lot more Black influencers being there to like show like other cultures and other races. Like, yo, it's okay to like work out too. Like if you guys want to start vlogging that shit too, like do it. And I would like to think that that's benefited like a Swole and a Cran and like other Black athletes, like because that's dope, you know?
Yeah.
I think like there's representation now.
Yeah.
But before it just wasn't as prominent. So like man, I need to get Charlie on the pod too.
Yeah, I know. I was telling him. I actually told him like
even like whenever he started doing the mesh shorts and shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like all the people were like, what the fuck are you gonna mesh? You know what I mean? It's like
wear mesh shorts.
Yeah, who the fuck is gonna wear mesh shorts?
Exactly.
You know? And that shit went dummy, and then obviously the rocket exploded. But like, just something as simple as that, you know, like maybe if he told like other Black people they'd be like, "Oh, that shit's lit, bro. You should get on that."
No, 100%. I think it's cool seeing specifically like Swole and Crannon's like their come up together, but like them being able to be around you is like very exciting to watch.
I like being around. Like honestly.
I'm saying from like a learning perspective. Yeah. I mean, they're both probably like successful at what they're doing already, but like seeing that, especially when you showed me the video, I was like, wow, like it's always cool when people are in an opportunity to like learn from someone who's like doing it at such a high level. Like Nigel and Kai, same situation, like with them and Charlie. Yeah. Like for me, I'm blessed enough to be able to learn from a lot of you guys and just a lot of successful people. But like when I can see up and coming people and like their roles, being able to be around you guys, because like you guys have already done it at their position. Like you guys were already influencers. You already know the industry. You both have created your own like brand, successful businesses and stuff. So them being able to align with that is super dope, because then that just sets them up to go further.
I need to have Nigel and Kyle on the fucking pod.
Yeah, they're gonna be here for like 2 weeks. I'll tell them
when.
Like they're coming tonight, and they'll be here for like 2 whole weeks. Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. No,
shit, run that shit.
No, fact.
This weekend,
that would be hilarious.
Shit. Yeah, I need to talk to. I've spoken to them. I met them at that one dinner that we went to at Friends.
They thought you didn't fuck with them that day.
No, bro. I was sitting at the all. I know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like they're
like, damn. Like does Russ like not fuck with them?
No, I just didn't know. Like you know what I mean? I legit. We could talk about that, but like, yeah, I legit. So we came in, for people listening. Like, it wasn't even like an Anaka dinner. What was that? Just a dinner?
Yeah, it was just a dinner, and it was their first time. It was Kai's first time in Houston with us.
Yeah, so we went to dinner, and like the table structure was
it was
really awkward.
It was like literally like 5 of those pretty much.
Yeah,
like
so it's like you can't really sit next to anyone. Like like wherever you sit dictates who you talk to for the rest of the evening. Like,
and you were stuck between like
I was sitting next to
Princess, right?
I was next to Lex, and then Princess, and then Shaw was at the end over here.
Yeah,
I can only talk to y'all for the evening. There's no way there's no like feasible way I could talk to Nigel and Clyde.
And you literally have to like look over like this. Like I hate talking like that.
Yeah, like I have to, and I don't even know who they are. Yeah. It's like, hey, you guys doing good over there? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? You know, but they did come to the gym. They were training at Corrupted for a little bit. Shout out to them, because I mean that was like peak summer heat. And I chopped it up with them. But I wanna.
No, they're hilarious.
They have like a unique.
Yeah, they do. Very unique following.
Bro, we're already 40 fucking minutes in.
Jesus.
I don't even know how the fuck that happened.
Speaking about Corrupted, bro, I feel like everyone loves Corrupted. And I saw your tweet the other day about like how cool it is to own a gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves Corrupted. I can never do it. I'm not. Not me. Everyone else loves it. Not me. Yeah. It's like I feel like every single person I talk to is like, man, can we go to Corrupted? Can we go to Corrupted? Or like, are all our athletes that we fly in, like they're like at least they want to hit Corrupted like at least once.
I think you know what it is. I think it's social media too, though. I think for Houston, at the very least, we're a social media gym.
Yeah.
So it's like a destination, almost like it's just a smaller scale Alphaland.
Yeah, it is.
Scale. It's like I'm sure if you TikTok or Google gyms in Houston, Corrupted is gonna come up because we have a lot of Google reviews and hits and shit. So I think what happens is that it just becomes like this destination, and it looks aesthetic.
Yeah, it does. Cool. No, it's insane.
Yeah. So at the very least, people are gonna come through the door, and then like after that first experience, they'll know whether or not that gym is for them.
How do you control how do you control that?
Control that?
Or like not control that, but like how do you ever think about it? Or are you like for example, obviously it's like a powerlifting gym, but do you ever think like, damn, I'm having such and such different types of people coming in? Do I ever need to like give to them, or please, the average or bodybuilder type of person? Or is it like, this is a powerlifting gym, if you fuck with it, you fuck with it?
Yeah, so I had this conversation with Gia, and it's something that was like in the back of my mind 2 years ago whenever we opened. I understood very quickly that like I'm low-key sitting on like a gym. Like if we expand, because number one, like I don't think people understand that shit was expensive to start.
Yeah.
Like that's like a six-figure hole off rip. Like
just like lit it on fire.
Off rip. Like just light that shit on fire and just say bye. So I realized very quickly that people have that desire. People, like, contrary to popular belief, people actually like training in a grungy, hot gym. Like, I mean, maybe not during the summertime, but a gym with no AC, that's like a want in Texas at the very least. So like, I know there's people that come to the gym or that would go to the gym that would want to work out there and have it be their main gym, but we don't have like the necessities for them.
Yeah.
Like we don't have enough machines, like just being real. It's a powerlifting gym that has some bodybuilding equipment. So I think like what I'm going to do next year is structurally change everything in regards to like my companies, and then use Corrupted as like almost like a expense. So like everything's coming out of one pool. And then after that, like if I want to light another six figures on fire, like it's not a problem, because like the goal, I'm letting people know, like the goal, if I want to continue it, is I want Corrupted to become just a gym.
Yeah.
Fuck the powerlifting part. Not fuck the powerlifting part,
but like
have the powerlifting part be a part, but then there's a whole other section where it's like bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that people come in and they're like, bro, this gym is fucking dope, but they can't.
But I don't have shit to do.
Yeah, they don't have shit to do. So we're gonna graduate to that. It's just finding, number one, the right location, and then number two, like just actually like fucking doing it.
Yeah. Would you move would you just centralize it to one location, never split it?
Nah, centralize it one location. Yeah. I'm not worried about the people that come in either, because for the people listening, there's a certain type of way that I train.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't allow for a lot of fuck shit to happen in there.
Yeah.
Like if I really want something stopped, I'll just say stop. Like not like in a mean way, but like,
yeah, this is my gym, man.
Yeah, it's just like, I think every gym needs a gym OG.
Yeah.
Like the guy that like, he dictates a lot of things. He's like leader by example type shit, but he's not like the owner.
Yeah.
But he's like the guy that leads by example.
Did you ever experience that before? Like coming up?
Like gym OGs?
Yeah. Like you specifically, like maybe working out Alpha Elite 2016.
So Alpha Elite, when Alpha Elite was Alpha Elite, I feel like I was the gym OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Alpha Elite before Alpha Land?
Yeah.
That was a classic gym.
Because it's like, I was cool with, number one, like I was an athlete. And then number two, it's like, I feel like the gym OG sets the tone
of like who's actually in there getting work.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's the example like of what the gym should be like. And I feel like when I was there training, like I was one of the gym OGs. Like obviously I'm not the fucking owner, but like, there's almost like a certain level of like, I guess like respect that you demand. Not because I'm like saying shit to people, but it's like the way that I work.
It was fun when you were out there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the powerlifting, like that was like
little sector?
Yeah, the sector, like right behind the
people would not work out on it, bro. Like,
nah.
I remember people would not work out on that combo rack because they're like, that's Russell's combo rack. Even though the gym owned it. Like people would take pictures and send it to me. Like, yo, this is Russell's combo rack, like type shit.
I remember that little moment for a little bit. Like everyone was like sitting on the benches, like on some powerlifting shit.
Yeah. But people like when Ashley would run the gym or was running the gym, she would come to me and like ask me questions about certain type of shit. And it's like, I think every gym has like that OG that necessarily isn't like the owner, but it's like he's a leader. It's like you have the GM and then you have like the star player type shit. And then at Corrupted, it's like this weird thing where yes, I am the owner, but like also too, I feel like I do set the tone as to like some of the stuff that does happen. But it's I'm interested in expanding. It's just fuck a little money, man.
Yeah.
You know?
No, the lighting and everything there's perfected.
Nah, it's good.
I'll never work out there though.
I don't even blame, bro. Like some days when I go, I'm like, bro, it's pretty fucking hot.
Yeah, that shit is like
hot.
No,
it's a sauna.
It is.
The weather though, it's calmed down. It's calming down.
Yeah.
Like today wasn't that bad.
Yesterday was actually like decent.
Decent, yeah.
I mean, it was like pretty bad, but it was like decent compared to what the summer was.
You train at where do you train at now?
Equinox.
Equinox
only.
How is that, man?
It's interesting for sure. I like it because I can walk there. It's like 10 minute. It's like a 10-minute walk. You remember where Alex used to live?
Yeah.
It's like in that like
complex,
the River Oaks
like
district. Yeah, that's where it's at. So I mean, it's walking distance. It's like really, honestly, like a really, really, really good gym hotel. I mean, hotel gym. Really? Gym hotel is crazy. Hotel gym. Like
yeah. I've never been.
I feel like Equinox. The one Miami has a better.
That's the best. That's like the best hotel gym.
It is. So that gym, like low key, is comparable to, if not like low key better than the Equinox here in Houston.
That's interesting. It's so funny because I would go to LA Fitness before I go to Equinox.
Yeah, but the thing with it is like my style of training now is full just functional.
Full functional training, yeah.
Yeah, so like my coach Jeff, my training split is like pretty interesting, not gonna lie. So like I do a lot of basically all my training this month block. Like he sends me like four week blocks. That's my training. That's why I burned like 1,000 calories like every workout and shit. Just because my heart rate is so high, but like
Kango,
like literally like some shit like that, bro.
Kango shit,
literally.
So I need to join y'all niggas on a workout.
You really have to.
You know what we need to do? We need to do Kango brunch, and then like maybe like a dinner or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like
Kango brunch is
Kango brunch is
elite. That's an elite like setup right there.
We should do that, man.
Yeah, I mean this week if you're down, I'll tell Charlie set it up.
Yeah, maybe. It's just the way. No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm thinking, like the way that I see those niggas working out. Like, I don't know if I want someone on my ass talking about like more.
They really don't be like that though.
They give you like a thing to do.
Yeah, like they basically it's like they lead you through your workout, and like they'll be there if you're on some like Slack shit. But like anything that they like, anytime you've seen them yell is probably just for video. Like they're never like. It's not obnoxious. No. Like they'll make sure you get your work done for sure.
Yeah.
They'll push you, but like never obnoxious about it.
The reason why I ask is because I have to be very like careful because like I can't just like go out and do like.
No, they'll never be like if we're doing squats and you don't want to squat, they won't be like what the fuck, or they'll never they'll be like all right cool, like you can do this instead. Because what I'm thinking is that because like everything is structured from like Monday to Saturday. Yeah.
My only off day is like Sunday.
Yeah.
So it's like even the only time I could actually do it would be a Sunday.
I don't know I think they might have Sunday mornings. They do have Sunday mornings.
Yeah, because I do want to do Kango shit. For those of you guys listening, like Kango's like what is like a hit workout?
Yeah, it's super high functional hit, a little bit of strength training. I think it depends on the day that you go. But it's a gym here in Houston. It's all class based. They train all the train a good amount of athletes. Like Andre Johnson's there regularly. Owen Daniels.
I've seen a lot of motherfuckers in there.
DeAndre Hopkins was there regularly. It's like a family owned business too. It's super dope. Love it. It's like probably my favorite gym ever.
I need to go there. It's in Houston, right?
Yeah. It's in like Rice Village, like right there.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a nice little Kango shit, and then like a brunch after.
Literally like there. If you go like there and then you do brunch in Rice Village, 10 out of 10 vibe.
Yeah, we need to set that up.
Vibe. Yeah.
Did you see let's get into some topics because I saw this one's like the one that we definitely like wanted to talk about. What's his name? Noah Miles or Noah Lyles or some shit?
I honestly didn't know his name. I actually didn't even see it until
Lyles. Okay.
Until Drake responded to it.
Yeah.
That's when I saw it.
That's when you saw it? I didn't even see Drake's response. What did he respond on?
He was like, bro thought that, or he was like, bro thought.
No, I mean, where did he respond? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if it was in the comments. I saw the quote only. Maybe it was in the comments. Yeah.
Let me see if I can play the video.
You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
I'm not sure why everyone is tripping about what he said. So basically what he said is that like the NBA champions really shouldn't call themselves the world champion because they didn't play against like anyone that's like the world champion or like anyone like, or they didn't play like in a tournament that dictates who the world champion is. Cause I mean, that's like the Olympics. My thing is like, if you want to talk semantics, he's right. Like,
yeah, it was his delivery.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm corny too, in some respects. But like when he said that, like when I heard that clip, I was like,
yeah, he was like, the champions of what, or like whatever. It's like, or like the world champs. What world? He had a
very cartoonish voice to it, which is kind of like fucked up the delivery.
Literally, it did.
But what fucked me up, I think what fucks everyone up is that what really bothers me, you know, like he's like, what makes me so mad, what makes me the most mad, or whatever he said, is that we have NBA champions calling themselves world champs on their head. I'm like, that's what really gets you worked up, bro.
What was why did he bring that up?
I don't know. The question wasn't even really.
Yeah,
the question wasn't even really directed towards that. He just kind of said that. I guess it was on his mind for a minute, but
he just let it out.
Yeah. If you break down what he actually said, he's not wrong. It's just I'm just not sure. Like, what was the point of saying that?
Yeah. My question, like some of the things that the NBA players were saying. What's funny, actually, Greg Popovich, I think, said the same thing.
Yeah, back in like 2010, which makes sense.
Yeah. And obviously, if Greg said it, like nobody would be like, "Oh,"
because you have like KD, you have like Bam Adebayo, you had like all these like big time players like actually responding on one post, and I'm like, okay, so what's y'all's take? Because I'm confused. Like, there's like, did anyone tell Buddy yet? Or it's like, he's not wrong. I think what people are mad about is that they get the feeling that Noah Lyles doesn't believe that the NBA World Champions aren't like the best team in the world.
Or in the world. Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't think anyone would sit here and say that the Nuggets are not the best team in the world. But like when it comes to titles, calling yourself world champions is kind of, I believe it's kind of weird because I never thought twice about it because I do think they are the best team in the world. But the title itself, like, they're not actual world champions because it's not like they played against like Japan.
Yeah. I just don't know what you would call it then.
Just NBA champs.
Yeah, I guess the NBA champs.
I mean, it's yes, like the NBA is the best league in the world.
I feel like all leagues do that though.
Yeah, baseball does that too.
And I feel like the NFL does it too.
It's like, we're world champions.
Yeah, I feel like when people win, like that's just what they say. Like, we're the champions of the world. I feel like that's what they say.
But it's
I guess like logistically, like it's probably incorrect.
It's incorrect, but like, I mean, what team is beating? You know what I mean? Like what? You want us to go fucking play Turkey now?
That's what I was reading the most. Like, that was like what most people were saying is like the best players in the world play in the NBA, which make up all the teams in the NBA, which means like the team that wins is like the best team in the world, which is like why the world champs.
Not true. It's just more so just like, because the way that I explain it to some people is that, like, for example, I compete in powerlifting, right? You have your national champion and then you have your world champions. When I win my national titles, my total is already like the best in the world. But I didn't compete
in worlds,
so I'm not a world champion for that year. Like, for example, the last 2 years, my total has still been the best total in the whole entire world, but I didn't actually compete at worlds, so I can't call myself world champion for the past 2 years. That doesn't make sense. Like, the only competitions I've competed in have been nationals.
Yeah. But for a sport, like, I mean, I feel like basketball, the reason he said basketball was because they compete in the Olympics, but like, what about a sport like the NFL? There's not an international federation.
Yeah, but no one's gonna argue.
Yeah,
like, you know.
But I guess it's like, I guess
the
it's
Australian
the
football
sport.
team. American football. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird because once again, the NFL still does take like the world's best. It's just that the world doesn't play. Like, NFL isn't a global game. Yeah. It's like an American sport.
That is American.
But I truly. It's just a semantics argument that's like stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you really want to die on that hill and like bring that up that like.
Yeah, especially I think it was just his delivery.
Yeah, his delivery is pretty goofy.
Like, if he would have just said it in a more like thought out way. Was it after a run? Like, I really didn't know. Like, I don't know why he said that randomly.
I don't know.
Did he lose or win a run?
It's such an awkward like delivery, and like I really thought he was spitting. Like,
yeah, he did.
He thought he had his moment on that.
He definitely did. He thought that he was like spitting facts, like preaching.
Have you ever said anything that like you're just kind of saying, and then it got blown up into something that you wasn't trying to stand on?
No, I don't think so.
I got destroyed on Twitter for a take that I had.
Like, were people starting to press you? Like, I don't feel like I've ever said anything and people just started pressing me like, yo, what did you just say?
Because I said on Twitter, which, you know.
Actually, yeah, I say dumb shit all the time.
Yeah.
That I don't mean.
Ignorance. One time I said that the Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event in the world.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
And I was like, nothing compares. And
did you mean just like the way it made you feel? Or like, did you
no,
actually
I really said it like that.
Yeah.
You know, and
did you just forget about like the World Cup and shit? And like,
you know, it's crazy. I did it. Like,
you thought that it was bigger than the World Cup?
I don't know why I did. Yeah. I did. Which was like,
yeah.
I mean, I learned very quickly because the tweet went viral. Like, that's what
oh my God. Yeah. I would have deleted it. I would have deleted it.
Bro.
Like, you're not about to get this shit off.
I got a bunch of like, it's not too late to delete this type shit. And like, my pride wouldn't let me delete it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I stand on what I said type shit. God. Like, yeah. And then the World Cup came around.
Yeah.
And then like the tweet still existed. And
oh my God.
Someone
like researched it up and was like,
yeah, they were killing me. Which I learned, which was like a learning experience for sure. That like no shot. The World Cup is like definitely bigger than the fucking NFL.
Actually, I think it's happened to me a few times. I can't remember specifically, but I'm very like vindictive with my opinion. So like everything that I say it like as it's fact. You know what I mean?
Having a vindictive opinion is crazy.
Yeah, and so it's like I feel like there's probably been a few times where I'll be like, oh, this is like the best album, or this is like the best, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you be doing that shit.
I'm like quick to be like top 5 albums.
Didn't you say The Weeknd's better than Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
You did say that.
I say that trolling, but I also kind of mean it, but like kind of trolling. It was kind of
because I was like, yo.
I say it specifically to like piss Ollie off.
Okay, because there was this point in time where you did say that like
I would much rather listen to The Weeknd, but like well, I'll be saying like the Weeknd song would drop and he'll be saying some shit and I'm like, bro, Michael never talked about this.
Yeah, you were saying that. I was like, bro, you cannot think this.
Yeah, no. It's mainly trolls. Like personally, I'd rather listen to him, but like
because The Weeknd, like,
yeah,
you know, his inspiration is Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael's probably the greatest artist, top 3 artists of all time.
It was his birthday yesterday.
Michael Jackson's?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Wow.
And I just put on Michael Jackson like music videos.
Yeah.
Man, it's just, man, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, honestly.
Yeah, when I listen to Michael Jackson, I'm quickly reminded like, wow, you know, every time. And I think part of like the reason I joke about it is just so when I have those moments when I listen to Michael, I appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like Rock With You is probably one of the greatest songs I've ever heard.
God, man. Like when it's so interesting to me that like his music is timeless. It's so weird. Like some of the songs were made like in the 1980s, 1970s. And I'm like, how does this shit still sound relevant today?
No facts.
Like you can listen to it and you're like, nah, this shit is just good music, bro.
Yeah.
Like I could put this on around a 5-year-old and they damn near know exactly what to do, and like it's like this is like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking weird.
No, he's transited pretty much. I think he's probably the greatest artist.
Yeah, I think I'm
time.
like I remember
Behind
one of the
Kanye
popular
West.
conversations we used to have in our group chat was like Michael Jackson versus Chris Brown.
No.
No.
The Weeknd's is probably arguably better than Chris Brown, but
Oh, I thought you were about to say
no.
But I just
That's
don't.
I feel like that's a way more. I don't know. It's just an argument.
Do you think music is, because one of the questions that I saw was like, what do you think about music today? Like generally, because like I'm actually like, I've said this before on the podcast, but I genuinely fight. Like, is it because I'm getting older, or is it because the quality of music is just not that good anymore?
Yeah, I feel like the quality of music is just not that good anymore at all.
This has been a horrible year for music.
Yeah, like I do like Utopia a lot. I really do like it.
Do you?
But even then, I had to oh, let me listen to Utopia versus like just naturally playing it, if that makes sense.
Because you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
you have to think.
Let me
I
play
think I'm
that.
gonna throw on Utopia just because like I
Yeah.
want to listen to something new versus like.
let me go back to listening to whatever.
Yeah, like I want to go back and listen to this shit.
Yeah, I think the current landscape. I feel like a lot of things in today's just world in general is so based on performance. Like everything is like based on performance and like
Versus the artistry of it.
yeah. Like even minuscule is like to Instagram, influencers posting shit that like only performs well. I think it
Get
goes
ready.
all the way up to like
They get ready with me and shit.
yeah, like you
Holy
only
shit.
like people are like only posting content that like performs well for them versus what they really want to do.
Yeah.
I think it goes all the way up to artists and like having to have high stream numbers and like having to have hit singles and like not really just making good music.
Yeah.
I do think Utopia is good.
It's all right. Yeah, I think it's good too.
Yeah.
But this,
I think it's
like
good.
when you look at this year, this year in music, it's just been slow. What has dropped that is like amazing?
Yeah.
Nothing comes to mind.
Amazing. Like, wow, that was really good.
Metro Boomin's album.
Yeah, that one was valid. What, Heroes versus Villains? Yeah, that one's
That
valid.
was 2023, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, yeah.
Gunna's album was really good. I actually just listened to this country album the other day.
I saw that.
It was really
Zach
soulful.
Bryan or-
Zach Bryan, yeah, really soulful music. Very sad, but really soulful. And I was like, damn, I actually like felt something when listening to it. I listened to it like all day for one day.
Music doesn't, at least in hip hop, like there hasn't been anything that made me feel anything.
That's why I was so like I was just randomly listening to I was just playing the game and I was just listening to like country and pop and rock and just like different genres that day, and I listened to that because I was it's funny because I was listening to country and I was talking about, or not talking, I was thinking like, damn, I haven't listened to new country versus besides like Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, let me just listen to some new shit.
I've never gone into country.
Yeah, I think it's like the Hispanic Texan in me
No,
that
yeah.
fucks with it.
I'm gonna get it. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna try that. When I saw you post the Zach Bryan shit, I was like, I might listen to this shit.
It's very
because, like,
soulful.
the way that you were like, bro, like this shit was like amazing, greatest album I've heard in a minute. Type.
It
shit.
really,
Like,
it
damn,
truly
what the
was like. It wasn't super country, like super like stereotypical country, but it was just very like storytelling.
Is
and I
it
was just
kind of
damn.
like Ed Sheeran, where it's like
no,
there's-
no, nothing like that. More like Johnny Cash,
Okay.
like more like slow country rock. I don't know how to explain it. Not too rocky, but
I'm gonna check it out.
there's like I don't think there's a lot of music that's just like moving the needle as far as like.
There's not.
It's like a lot of microwave. Like I feel like so
Yeah,
much
like-
shit is like so microwave.
Even the albums that we mentioned, like the Metro Boomin shit, that shit was cool for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then after you've heard it like a million times, it kind of gets burned out because it's not like eliciting any emotion. Like shit like that, it's good for the gym.
Yeah.
But when
Like
are
the
you really
club.
listening to that shit?
Yeah.
You know, like there's a slow shit you might listen to casually, and then Gunna shit, Young Thug shit, that was cool for the memes and like in the moment and shit. But after that, like
Yeah.
I'm not going back and listening to it. Back in the past, like you have Kendrick when he drops, like you listen to the whole. There's like when Damn dropped, every song was a hit.
Mm-hmm.
When To Pimp a Butterfly came out, that was a little bit more abstract, but like when you go back and look at it, all the songs were hits. When Drake used to drop, Drake's like the only person that it's like a moment when their album comes out.
Yeah.
And then you take the time to actually listen to the tracks. Like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. And then like Kanye isn't like all the way Kanye anymore. He's like a little bit different. Bro, when Kanye used to drop, that shit used to make me feel something.
No facts. I think, I listened to like a lot of the Detroit artists Kai and Nigel put me onto. Like V's. Nah, they just listen to they just listen to like
I was like, what the fuck?
I think it's V's. Forgot the other guy's name. They put me heavy onto V's. Lucky, he's not from Detroit, but Lucky.
I heard about him.
Lucky's fire. I fuck with a lot of like Yachty singles too this year.
Yachty's album was
Oh yeah, that was a interesting album. I need to go back and listen to it.
It was interesting. It was different.
That was
I know
January, right?
Yeah, it was like, I know what type of wave he was on. I know what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
I wasn't really with it though.
That was January. I haven't listened to it in a while.
I still think Yachty is Drake's creative director right now.
Yeah, he definitely probably is, to be honest. Yeah. He's killing it.
Speaking of Kanye, did you see him getting top from
I was gonna ask about that. I fuck with that. I feel like that's my vibe.
I fuck with that too. I don't know what's the
only thing that I didn't the only thing that was kind of weird was like his ass was just out. Like I mean, how do you? Yo, why are you? But like, just the way he was sitting was just making me so uncomfortable. It's like his pants weren't all the way down, his suit jacket was still on, and his ass is out.
Yeah.
Like, just go all the way shorts off, or like at least cover your ass. It was just such a weird photo.
Like that visual. Yeah, but I don't know what. I mean, I don't know what everyone's saying about it. That seems pretty lit. You on vacation with your girl?
Yeah,
and she's giving you top while you riding the fucking river in Italy. That shit sounds hard.
That was pretty legendary. Honestly,
that's like when you go on vacation and like you, I mean, shit, like you and your girl, get busy.
Yeah,
like with the city view or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, that was actually a very lit vibe.
That's wavy. Man, shout out to Kanye. That's wavy as fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know what
I saw a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people were saying different things about it. I don't know why.
There's this one guy that was saying that it's not very Christian of him to get like.
I was gonna say I hate. Yeah,
everyone said
I hate that. And he said it when he was on his like very Christian like thing. It's like, because I'm not the most religious person in the world, but I believe in God and I believe in Christianity, and it's just like, it's a walk. You know what I mean? Like, you're not always at every point going to be your best. It's just like life.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's on a different level, and he was very, very, pushing that he was godlike and this and that. So it is tough to like, say you're this and that. But yeah, it's a walk. But I hate that he always gets those comments like, "This isn't Christ-like."
Yeah.
Like, bro, like.
I mean, well, no, I don't want to play with that.
Like, it's not.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I was gonna make a joke, and I was like, nah, I don't want to play with y'all. I don't want to play with the Christians. I don't want to offend anyone. I was gonna be funny. But I feel like getting top from your girl. No, that sounds lit.
No, I would. Yeah, no, that's lit. I fuck with that. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, like, to the people listening, like, think about the craziest places you've had sex at.
Like, yeah. Oh yeah, I wouldn't. A boat wouldn't be my craziest. I don't think.
Really. But some people are nasty as fuck. Like when I've heard like people talk about the craziest place they've had sex, like behind a dumpster is nasty.
Yeah, there's like a line.
There's like certain things that like
sexy, and then like okay.
That's like a little bit sick, because I'm thinking about you having sex next to a dumpster truck, making sure that or like a dumpster, making sure no one sees you. I'm like, how's your
hands are on the dumpster?
Yeah, you're like, where are your hands? Like, how's your meat getting hard with that smell?
Yeah. That, you got to be horny as fuck.
Yeah, you have to be demented. You actually have to be. You have to have a.
If you're horny on a dumpster, a dumpster fuck, that's crazy.
Yo, a dumpster baby.
A dumpster fuck is crazy.
That is so fucking nasty, man. Think about how horny and demented you have to be to fuck next to a trash can.
That's sick. How do you feel about Kanye wearing no shoes though?
That's sick. I'm not with that. That's disgusting behavior. I'm like with that wave of people. Like I don't go barefoot in the gym, bro. Like that's nasty to me. Like in my personal opinion, like no.
Like barefoot on the streets of Italy, you're not doing it?
That's disturbing, actually. That'll never.
Do you think he's cloned or no?
Yo, these motherfuckers in this cloning shit, bro. Y'all internet people are funny, man.
They dropped that Netflix movie. Did you watch it?
I need to see that. They cloned Tyrone, right?
Yeah, I've never watched it.
I need to see it, man. I've heard like really good things about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I don't think he's cloned, man. I think he's just fucking.
Yeah, I'm anti Kanye cloning. I don't think he's cloned.
I'm anti-clone in general, bro. I think, you know what I think? I think when you make a shit ton of money, there's just things that you're going to do that people don't understand until you make a shit ton of money like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just become so far removed and you become numb to the normal rigors of just life that you do shit to get like just a feeling and a thrill.
Yeah.
Like, think about the life he's lived. He's seen everything. He's fucked everything. He's like made all the money you can make. He has like, I don't know if he's ever liquidated it or seen a liquid, but like, I mean, like when you're walking around worth $1 billion, like you feel untouchable. And like, maybe one day just to fucking switch things up, you walk around without shoes on.
Yeah, I could see Kanye being on some just off the wall shit sometimes.
Would you walk around with no shoes on?
Probably not. No, I'm a big sock guy. Like I'm big on my socks for sure. That would be my. Did you see Doja Cat? Like what's up? It's
funny. People were hitting me about that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, man. I mean, so what people were talking about with Doja Cat is like how she's basically like doing demon shit, right? Yeah. Yo, I will say, getting on your like IG live and saying people that follow you are fucking dumb. That was crazy.
That's so wild.
But I respected it because I'm like, she doesn't give a fuck.
She doesn't. No, she doesn't. She was literally like, yo, like, don't say. It was like the fan was like, can you please say you love us? Because like we've been a fan of you for 1 year. She's like, why? I don't know you. Like, why would I say I love you? I don't know you. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah, and she said, she's like, I don't fucking. She's like, I probably wouldn't even fucking like you.
Yeah.
It's like you guys wouldn't like me either if you actually knew me.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's some real shit, man.
Yeah.
But she lost like like almost like 1 million followers off of that.
Yeah, she did. That was bad. She doesn't give a fuck though. She's on some like demonic shit.
What do you think about the whole like artists being on their demon?
It's very interesting. Do you believe in like Illuminati and demon sell your soul?
I do not.
Yeah.
I do not. I don't think like, I remember when like Jay and Kanye were going through that, like the Illuminati thing. And like I remember like listening to Amazing. It's like, I'm a Mason. I'm like, you know, or like
when they play the music backwards on YouTube. Yeah.
Trust me, y'all. Like that shit, this idea and concept is not new. I will say like these new artists are definitely like leaning more into it.
Yeah.
Like Travis had that one bar, they say I'm satanic, so I always keep me a reverend or some shit like that. And then you have like Playboy Cardi and Lil Uzi like really looking like fucking demons. And Trippie Redd. Trippie Redd genuinely scares me.
Yeah,
like,
Doja Cat. There was a side by side photo comparison of them too. Yeah, she looks kind of like Trippie Redd. I
don't know if it's like
do you believe in so like the theory behind it is like, do you have to do like a humiliation ritual, and that's what props you to the next level. So shaving your head, getting, being in those chats with like the incels and shit, like all that.
I'm on my satanic shit because
not you. I'm saying her.
I'm making a joke.
Crazy.
No, I'm making a joke because I shaved my head. I was like, fuck it. Do I believe? I mean, you know what it is. I think that what happens is that you have like creatives, right?
Yeah,
like creators or people that are just like highly artistic. I think at a certain point, there's like this evolution that comes with them where there's almost like, you guys think I care about this shit? I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Yeah.
And like they try to show that. And I think that it's just a certain type of person that is commonly seen in the not fitness, but the music industry where like you push them enough and they'll just like get to this certain
demonic,
realm.
the devil world.
Like they play around with that type of shit because I don't know.
Like, have you seen Sam Smith? Like what his concerts look like?
That was just corny.
That's pretty,
It just looked corny. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
It didn't even look cool.
Yeah, it just looks like a fat devil. It looked like a Halloween costume.
It just didn't look good. Like it just not.
Yeah, no, that was weird.
Lit. It just didn't look cool.
That was weird.
I don't know. I think I definitely don't like trying to channel devil shit. That's not cool. Like demon time is like funny.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a cool saying, but like when it comes to like bathing yourself in blood and shit and
wild.
like putting horns on yourself, I'm not into all that because I think you're just channeling negative energy for like literally no reason.
Yeah.
I just think it's a creative outlet that happens with a lot of different creatives.
Did you see like Uzi was like, they be saying I'm a devil worshiper, but what does the music sound like though? And like everyone in the booth, shit. Everyone was just like, it was so funny, bro.
Yeah. So have you seen that? Did I send you that reel where like maybe I just sent it to Shawley and Josh, but basically it's like going to a Playboy Cardi concert is like, and like literally he's like, all right, y'all, we're about to make some sacrifices.
Oh yeah.
And the guy's like, what is he? Yeah. He said, hey yo, y'all not hearing this? And he looks over and they're like jumping up and down and shit. That's what I think music has gotten to.
No, really.
It's almost like this cult like behavior where like shit just not, I don't know, man. Just I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different time.
I'm not with that devil shit though.
Nah, it's pretty wild. It gets pretty wild.
I feel like I need to say that just to make sure that people know what's up. There's actually good because someone said Doja Cat dancing like a crack baby. I can't say anything about that because I have IG reels and I have IG stories where I'm like, I'm definitely on some like demented shit right now. Like, like me doing, what did I do the other day? That was just crazy. That college shit, like
that's not demented though.
Nah, it's pretty demented. Cause
like, that's hilarious.
Cause like no one's there with me, bro. Like,
yeah,
I'm like screaming in my own apartment by myself. Like, just imagine.
That is a pretty funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
idea.
imagine the optics of like watching someone create that content.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Crazy. And when I post it, sometimes I'm just like, yeah. If I was someone that was watching this, I would think that I'm not okay in the head.
Yeah, I mean, now that you say that you're alone, it's pretty.
Because like,
I'll never look at those stories the same.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of throws you off. For like, I'm by myself alone and it's quiet, and I'm making those videos, and then
you're like talking to someone who's not there.
I'm talking to someone that's not there, which is like
pretty
weird. And I'll post it, and I like,
not like demented, maybe like schizophrenic.
Yeah, I've gotten that someone's like, you're a crack baby for real, and I was like honestly, like I'm not offended with you saying that because like I could see how you would say that,
bro,
and I might be.
I might be a crack baby. It's crazy.
I might be a crack. Yo, okay. What do you think? Have you been following the Jake Paul and Dylan?
Yeah.
What's that dude's last name?
Dylan Davis, right? Or Dylan?
Dylan.
It's Dylan. It's something DD though.
Yeah.
For sure.
He was wearing he wears better shorts.
Really?
Yeah.
Dylan?
Yes.
How do you get them? Or like, do you know what was like his?
I have no idea.
Damn, that's fire.
I think he just bought them. So we've never sent him like a package or anything. He just, he wears the shorts. He just wears them. It's like the collection is like the Around the World collection, but he wears the shorts. At least he has a pair, and he really likes those pair because I've seen him wear it a lot. And so
you support him pretty much.
No. And not that I don't support him, I'm neutral. Like we got in brief contact or whatever. Not me specifically, but like our team's got in brief contact, and I think they were like looking for like a sponsorship or not like a sponsorship, but just like working together. And I was just like,
yeah, boxing people demand a bag.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'll send them shit, but like. I don't want to get in the middle of that fray.
Yeah, that situation's interesting.
That situation is because
he's going in.
Yeah, he's going in, and I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want him to be like going crazy, and then like another tweet's like, "Yo, just sign with this company." Like, you know what I mean? I don't want no enemies, bro. So like,
he's going in.
Nah, I've been keeping an eye on it. So for the people listening that aren't familiar with like the social media boxing world, Dylan, don't know his last name. Dylan what? No. It's like Dylan D, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was Dylan D.
Or maybe I'm tripping. Dylan something. Yeah, Dylan Dennis.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be fighting Logan Paul pretty soon. And he has been OD posting about Logan's fiance, right?
Yeah, that's his fiance.
Fiance. And I guess his fiance just had like a past life where she just
she was them.
Yeah. She was dating a bunch of dudes, like famous dudes, like Leonardo DiCaprio. I can't remember all of them, but like
there's like a list.
It's a list.
There's like 30 plus people. It wasn't even just famous people. It was like rich people.
Yeah, only. Rich people and shit. And basically, like Dylan has been posting all the pictures that she has with different dudes. My question is, if that was happening to you, how would you approach that situation? Because
there's like a loss.
It's a multi-layered conversation because you're with your girl. Now I don't know what you do when you get with your girl, but like you have to check like the card.
Yeah,
backs,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
Who have you been with? How is that situation like? You know, all that type of shit. Because you don't want to get into something that you don't know about.
Yeah.
So I just wonder,
like, where did they miss that conversation?
If the conversation was had, you know what I'm saying? Because shit.
Yeah, that was a long list. And then he was sharing videos. Did you see the videos he was posting?
I saw the video that went like dummy viral.
Where she was like, I haven't had sex in like. Yeah, that was bad.
I mean, see, with that, because I would post something like that, not specifically that, but just being funny. I could see where she thought that was being funny. But like at the same time, given like the context of what
everything he's
like,
been posting.
Yeah, it just doesn't look the greatest.
Yeah.
You know, on top of like the pictures of her just like, she's pretty horny. Like, you know, just generally speaking, like she talks about sex a lot, like in her interviews and stuff. And yeah, I mean, how would you I
don't know. It's because it's such a loss, right? It's like if you leave her, then basically he won. And if you don't leave her, it's like
you get shit for it for like
you're the thotty.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, if he knew, I mean, I would hope maybe he knew all of this information and he's deciding like, yo, I'm gonna be with her still, then I mean, it is what it is. But if he's just now finding out all of this information, then that probably hurts. That probably hurts for sure.
I couldn't imagine that's how you figure everything out.
Yeah, by like that's just like yeesh.
It's almost like your op is literally putting you on game. Like he's playing it brilliantly. I don't. To me, I think that's going too far. Like if I have like, if I have like a problem with someone, my problem was with that individual, and I'm petty.
Yeah,
but that's like. There has to be something that you're doing that I just like I deem evil and like I'm just trying to destroy you and I see is red. Then maybe like everything around you is collateral, but like
because that is his fiance. It's kind of like
that's like kind of crazy.
I think a lot of all that shit is like, to me, it's always corny. Like the whole
going at like someone that
just the whole like that whole circle of like influencer boxing.
Yeah, I'm not with it.
It's always like corny. Like when people like Dana White, or it's just like, bro, I don't really care about that fight. Like it's not a real fight.
Yeah,
it's always corny. Like obviously, I get the lore of like influencers fighting each other. Like that's cool, but like his whole thing is kind of corny in my opinion. But like also Logan has done corny shit too. So it's like I don't have too strong of an opinion on it because I don't really care for it that much. But it's like if Logan's gonna be corny his whole career and some corny shit happens to him, like. It's not that big of a shocker to me.
You know what's funny? I don't even follow him on Twitter, but all of his tweets make my For You.
Logan or the Dylan guy?
Dylan.
Same.
All of them.
Same.
I don't follow him.
Same.
I think they're just going so viral that they just push it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, bro, I don't want to know any more about the situation.
I see every single tweet.
I see every single tweet, every single picture. I'm like, bro, I don't want to know anymore. Like,
yeah.
That video was OD.
I'm interested to see if they actually fight though.
I don't think they're gonna fight.
No.
Something tells me there's not gonna. He's known.
I have that same feeling though.
He's known for like, I don't know. He's known for it, but like I think he's pulled out of like 2 fights or like a fight or I don't know.
I have the same feeling. The fight's just not gonna happen for whatever reason. I don't know why. Hopefully it does.
There needs to be a fight.
If it does, I'll actually watch it. Not gonna.
No, I'm saying like regardless of like the professional fight.
Oh yeah,
not, there might
you gotta
have
catch
to be
him
like,
outside.
Yeah, there has to be. Like,
might have to slide on him. Yeah,
there has to be like a separate
him to another level. Bro.
Yeah, man. Like I think. Like God forbid if I were to get a beef and like someone like goes after my girl like 100 miles per hour.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, yo, give me an Addy and we'll just meet up. Like just please. Like because that's just
if Logan continues this like, yo, I'm just like whatever, like downplaying it and beats his ass, then like respect.
He'll win. But
imagine if he gets a fucking loss. Though.
No. Because my thing is like whenever shit like that is happening, something that's just so blatant in your face.
Yeah.
You almost. Do you feel like you almost have to address it? In a sense where it's just like.
But I feel like with today's world on his level, like if he says something, it's going to look corny.
Yeah.
He's just like, what is this? Like, I mean, he's kind of in press conferences, like been like, my wife's beautiful or like whatever.
Yeah. He's like, that shit doesn't faze me. I think that's the only thing you can say because like if you fully address it, I don't know if that's
it's like, a slippery slope, bro.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because like, I saw him trying to address it, and then Dylan is just like, "Yeah, like your wife or whatever."
Yeah, he keeps playing him.
He's playing it. I'm just like, fam.
Like he has to beat him.
Yeah.
If they fight and Logan loses, bro,
nah, that's too much.
That might be the end of his career.
You have even Andrew Tate.
Oh yeah, I know.
He's like, "Oh, I saw the pictures."
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
I'm like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, I'm very curious.
I think that was. I think the video he dropped was the one where, unless like he has something else.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That's just.
That's an interesting world for sure.
I wouldn't want to be part of that world. That's just too much for me.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Let's see what else you guys said. Why are people so stuck in political? I don't feel like talking about politics. I don't know. I'm scared of touching shit like that. There are some things I wanted to talk about, and I'm like, I lack the tact right now to tackle that shit in a way that
you're like, you're fine on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the undisputed and first take shit.
Damn, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw the first clip of Skip.
I haven't seen first take yet. I'm not sure when that's supposed to start.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I saw this there was like a clip of like Richard Sherman. What's his name?
Oh, Richard Sherman, Michael Irving, and
Michael Irving.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, Michael Irving and Richard Sherman. Michael Irving was like completely talking over Skip, and he was just there like
Skip was just sitting there. He's like, man, these motherfuckers and all that. I think so. For the people listening, if you don't follow sports, there's like two big sports shows. One is the Skip Bayless, super controversial, like sportscaster, not sportscaster, my bad, sports commentator, and you know, he split up with his longtime partner Shannon Sharp, built a new show. I think that show is, I think it's on its last legs.
So is going forward, it's always going to be all four?
I think it's going to be like a rotating cast. Like I think the main two people is going to be Skip and Sherm.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they'll have like certain guests on for certain segments. I'm not sure if Keyshawn's full time, but I'm
not a fan of Keyshawn that much.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't give like.
Yeah, I feel like Sherman could be good though. I didn't watch it all the way.
Yeah, Sherm. The thing is like Sherm has to learn basketball.
Oh yeah,
like
true.
Shannon. I mean, people don't realize like Shannon was like a football player and a football commentator, and he graduated into becoming like just an overall sports commentator.
Yeah,
like.
True.
So I don't know the shelf life on that. That shit did not look good though. I was watching it. I was like, this shit is like almost unwatchable.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of people talking.
Someone was like, I saw a clip of when Skip like smacked his head down. They're like,
my turn.
Yeah, Skip. They're like, bro, Skip's gonna have to hit one of these soon. I think first take will be good though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Nah?
I'm gonna watch it, but I think Shannon and Stephen A. Smith. Well, I could be wrong. Stephen A. Smith might have to play the villain.
Yeah.
Because you know there has to be like the endearing
basically what
figure.
Skip was to him.
Yeah. Because like right now.
What Skip was to Shannon.
Yeah, because right now, I'm not gonna lie, Stephen A. is kind of like that now.
He is.
Like people don't like Stephen A. Smith. And you need someone on the show that you don't like. And then you need someone on the show that you do like. So when he talks, when the person that you do like talks, it's like a representation. It's like, no, this is how I feel. And then like you're watching the guy that you disagree. You're like, man, that guy's on some bullshit.
Yeah.
But you watch because that guy's on bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But I think with Stephen A. and Shannon, Stephen A.'s takes, I'm not sure like how they're gonna play with Shannon's takes because they're almost like the same endearing character. But I think Stephen A. might morph into that villain.
Yeah, did you see what Lonzo was saying about him? How?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, like yeah,
and he deflected.
Yeah, he did.
Because like what he said was that Lonzo can't stand up from a chair.
It's pretty wild.
Without like pain and or like he could barely stand up from a chair. Lonzo's like, what the fuck are you talking?
Yeah, and people were like, "What's the difference?" And someone was like, saying someone's hurt or dealing with injuries versus saying someone can't stand up from a chair. Like when you have so much like public
power,
weight and power, like what you say, Like honestly, like people take it as like a casual person will take it as like, yo, that's fat.
Yeah, front offices like watch those shows and they get like influenced to a certain degree.
100%.
So if I'm a GM and I'm hearing this nigga can't even stand up from a chair, like, bro, why would I ever sign him? Or like, why would I ever be interested in signing him or trading for him or whatever? And so long as it's like, bro, what the fuck you bro, I can stand up. I can't play basketball at the NBA level, but I can stand up off of a chair, bro. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Stephen A's like, well, I mean, it's the same thing. You know, I'm just saying that you can't play basketball. Like, let's be real. It's like, nigga, no, you said I couldn't stand up. Things, like, come on, man.
Lonzo has such a sad story.
It is.
I was such a big fan of Lonzo.
Your name is Big Baller.
Yeah, I know. I'm basically, if you really think about it, I'm pretty much like the top 2 most successful big brawlers. Like it's like me and LaMelo Ball.
Well, you have the dad,
LeVar. Like I'm definitely over LiAngelo.
Yeah.
And now I'm like Lonzo level, low key. And then LeVar, his success was based on 3 sons going to the NBA. Only one of them is still there, so like I can kind of like surpass LeVar.
I'm with it.
Like I can take on the Big Baller brand. It should just.
Oh, is that even a thing though anymore?
No, it's not. But I feel like my name.
Dissolved?
Yeah, probably. It probably had to.
They liquidated.
They probably had to.
Oh man, I think the last thing is because we didn't get a chance to talk about it. There's so much stuff that we didn't get to talk about, but like the Alabama brawl, that was legendary.
That was
people. I posted a meme about it.
Yeah, I know. That was hilarious.
I made a video about it. How
that was when you were working out with the chair and shit.
Yeah, when I was swinging the chair. I thought it was pretty funny.
That was hilarious.
Foldable.
That was pretty wild, though.
That's another example of like cultural like things that don't exist, or the cultural gap, like in the fitness industry, because like
some people didn't know what you were doing.
Some people didn't even know what the fuck I was referencing, and then other people were like, "This isn't funny. It's not a joke." X, Y, and Z. I'm like, bro, it's pretty funny. Like,
were those people white or were they black?
They're definitely white.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like for them to be like, it's not a joke.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like literally all it was a joke.
Yeah.
Like, not like, I mean, all the commentary about it was like, this is fucking funny. And this is like,
yeah,
you know, a cultural moment.
Yeah. I think because white people got their ass whooped in that video, that probably wasn't a joke to them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I saw so many people, like, once again, it's a Twitter thing. It's funny how certain things don't translate across social medias. Cause like on Twitter, the memes and jokes were fucking hilarious. Versus like Instagram, like people were posting shit about it, but like people were like, this isn't funny. Like people went to jail, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
People got hurt. I'm like, I mean, okay, but that shit was still funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it was pretty funny, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The guy like swimming
across.
Seeing someone truly swim and then get up and then punch someone was pretty wild.
Crazy.
It was a pretty wild video though. Like at first I was like, damn, like
what I want to know is like, what was the purpose of the hat? Like, cause like when you watch him throw the hat, like maybe he was just trying to get like he's like, I'm gonna throw my hat so like I can fight for real.
Yeah.
But like, nah, like when you look at that OG threw the hat, like he knew it was finna go down. Like I'm finna summon like the Avengers on this shit.
Honestly, yeah, that might have been like a signal.
When you like generally when you watch the video, it's like he threw it with sauce. It's like this, and he's like, nah.
That was just his energy. I feel like
he's like, bro, fuck it.
When they pulled up to the boat and just started punching the people on the boat, that was good.
Yeah, the old man with the lawn chair hitting that woman over the head.
That was pretty wild. That was waiting.
That was OD. That was like
he wanted to just.
That was some frustration he had from some other shit, and then he just like took it on that poor old lady. Like
for sure, yeah, that was a questionable moment in that video.
He beat the shit out of her.
He did.
Like, he hit her hard, and I was like, my guy, like, you're not even part of this.
He put the full fucking chair into her.
He did.
Some of those people deserved it though, or the majority of them deserved.
You know what it really is though? It's not like that one. You know, like when shit is going down and like you're slightly intoxicated.
Yeah.
And like there's that one guy that takes it way too far. Like, you know, I watched that initial reaction between like the security guy and the white party, like the white audience, or not the white audience, the white people on the boat. They weren't trying to fight him.
Yeah.
There was one guy that came out of nowhere and just snuck the guy.
That was so, yeah.
Yeah, and then that's what caused the fight. And then like at that point, it's like you got to back your bro up. So now you all fighting.
They're all jumping.
Yeah, you're all basically jumping this guy.
That was a bad look.
That wasn't a good look. I was watching. I was like, I didn't feel good because I'm like, it looks like they're about to kill him.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel good.
Until the guy ran down. When I was watching the original clip, I think I don't know where I saw it first, but it was like it was like must have been Instagram because it was like slides.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the first one. I was like, damn, like I hope this isn't like a
murder video.
Yeah, like I hope it's not like
that's
like
what I thought too.
Yeah,
I didn't even. You know what's funny? Like when it first came out, when it was first happening, I didn't even like. I saw that first video. I was like, I'm not even watching this because I don't like watching shit like that because it generally felt like he was about to lose his life.
I didn't know if he was gonna fall in the water or what the vibe was.
Yeah. So then it erupted into something completely different.
Yeah.
Then I was seeing more and more videos. It's like, yo, like this Alabama brawl is crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then I really watched and I was like, oh shit, this is like.
It had a good turnaround.
Yeah.
It had a good turnaround. Like
it started off very like bad.
Yeah, no, it did.
Yeah.
It did.
Nah, it's been an interesting 2 weeks. A lot of shit's happened. There's also the Trump shit.
Yeah. And the football season starts tomorrow.
Football season starts.
Yeah, tomorrow.
No.
Yeah, Thursday night.
What?
Kansas City and
Nah.
No, not Buffalo. Kansas City and it's the first game of the year. Yeah, Kansas City and Detroit. There it is. No, it's this Thursday, I thought.
Nah, there's no.
Oh,
way.
Really? Damn,
there's no way. I was about to say. I was like, no. Fucking, I swear to if it started tomorrow, I was about to lock in.
I swore that I thought it was this Thursday.
Nah, it's usually like the first.
Yeah, September.
First week.
Yeah,
of September,
because
right?
then like 9/11 is like when they do the weekend. Yeah.
I swear, I was about to lock the fuck in.
Are you like a big fantasy football guy or no?
No, I've never played fantasy.
Never?
Football.
Damn.
Never.
Have you wanted to and you just didn't have the friends to do it with? No, not like that, but like
no,
Charlie.
No, you're right.
Alex,
Yeah,
Jai,
basically like
they're not gonna.
Yeah, like it's not that I. Yeah, no, I think there's been years where I wanted to.
Like I don't have the literally prior to.
You don't have the people that are interested in fantasy football.
Yeah, like I had my dad's family friends that was the first time I ever did it.
Yeah,
and I played fantasy with them for years, and then now I do it in the Naka Discord.
Yeah, no, I've never done it, and like it sucks now because I'm not as in tune. Like I used to know every player from every team.
Dude, same.
Like, because I played so much fucking Madden.
Yeah.
So much Madden. I knew every player. And then I used to watch like a fucking like crazy person.
I think fantasy helps you tap back into it though.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not big fantasy as much as I was before. But yeah, I do a fantasy football team like at least once a year. Or like every season at least.
I might hit the chat. We might start like a little fantasy football team.
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty good on predicting who's gonna have good years.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it gets shaky around like the later ends.
Yeah, because
you gotta like pick like random backup running backs and shit. You're like, all right, dude, this guy's not even
just
playing
guessing.
time. Yeah, you're just hoping that the starter gets hurt at that point. Like literally.
You know what's crazy though? When I look at the questions off of mine, it's like a lot better. Y'all like shout out to y'all, man, but y'all asked some like pretty bad questions, man. Like I fuck with y'all, but holy shit, when we asked. we asked a question on like the better take one. The questions were pretty sick. Like someone was asking about my split again.
When we used to do questions on Anaka Power, the radio, the IG,
it'd be about fitness and shit.
That and like they're honestly like people just wouldn't ask questions. It was weird.
Like there would be no questions being asked.
But then when you would ask on your personal, then it's like everyone. Even
that's when everyone taps.
Yeah,
in.
even
and
if
they
you
follow
like,
the page.
Yeah, even if you send them to the page, they don't even ask the questions. It's so weird. I don't know why it's like that.
Yeah,
why it was like that for us.
I think a good one to close out on is I'm not talking about the virus because that's it's a no-go.
I didn't even know that was a thing again.
Yeah, it is. We could talk about it without mentioning it. You know, it's ramping back up, right?
Really?
Yeah. I've seen so many people like talking about they had it and like they were out for like a week. It's coming back up. Like there was like this people think it's gonna be come back. I'm like whispering and shit. People I started getting scared. I started like, yo, people think it's gonna like it's probably gonna ramp back up like in December.
Sheesh, like lockdown mode?
I don't know if we're gonna lock down. I personally think there's no way we could ever lock down again. I think we'll have like a revolution.
Yeah.
What is it called? A revolution?
Yeah, revolution.
Is that right?
Lockdown's kind of cool though, not gonna lie.
It was
fun, right?
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fun.
It was a little fun moment.
It was
wild, but fun moment.
Let's rephrase that. It was different.
It was very different.
Definitely not fun for most, but
true.
It was different. You know why? Because it felt like the world stopped and nothing like it was weird. Like our lives didn't change.
No.
I said this before. Our lives kind of continued as normal.
Mm-hmm.
But like for whatever reason, the world was like stopped.
Yeah, there's like a pause.
Yeah.
On the world.
It was so weird.
Yeah.
But
no, I didn't know that.
I don't think I don't think that America could pass that. Like could convince people to lock down again.
Yeah.
Like I think that it would cause like a revolution if they ever try to do that again.
I would fuck with that.
Yeah. I genuinely don't think it can happen.
I would low key fuck with that. I would want like, you know what I mean? Like I want to experience like a life changing event.
COVID was
true.
You know what I mean? Because like when you think about COVID, look at all the businesses that got Thanos snapped.
Yeah, it sucks.
Because like,
yeah,
you just literally could not open and like you like your overhead ate up your business and like it just
true.
It.
I never really thought about it like that, to be honest. I always look at it through like I don't know, it's such a blur, and then I look at it through like my own experience, not really through like the whole thing.
Yeah, no,
pretty naive.
Off of that note, someone asked, "How do you put together fits?"
Like, where do I start?
Yeah. What's your fit process?
Most of the time, the most important part, I think this is because I lack this the most, is my bottoms.
Like your pants, like your
yeah. So like, because like day to day, Monday through Friday, I don't really care because I'm just at the warehouse and then I go to the gym.
Yeah.
Need to be better about it though, but. Let's say I'm going somewhere, the bottoms is the most important because it's like, where am I going? Do I have to wear pants? And then now it's like, okay, well, I'm wearing pants. Do I have to wear, you know, is it nice? Is it not? I think bottoms is where I start. And then I go, it's tough. I don't know if I go from bottoms, do I go to shirt or do I go to shoes? I think it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Like, am I really in the mood that I want to wear this shirt or am I in the mood that I really want to wear these shoes? But always start with pants and then shoes and then the opposite. Like,
yeah,
pants, shoe, shirt, or they're pants, shirt, shoes.
It really depends for me, like on the article of clothing. Like, for example, I got this new jacket. Like, I literally just opened up right before I came here.
It's hard.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to wear this jacket.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to put around the jacket?
True.
You know, or like I just got these new pair of shoes. What could I wear with these new pair of shoes?
Yeah.
So it really depends on the article of clothing. Or like I got a hat.
Like where you're trying to focus on that
yeah,
day.
It's like I really like this new hat that I got. What could I
feel like shoes and hats would be the easiest.
Yeah.
Because it's like shoes is pretty like, okay, now I can wear anything.
You know what I'm going to start doing? I got this I saw Nigel have this fit on that like I would never wear because I'm so color coordinated that like he killed that fit.
Yeah.
But like, my brain wouldn't allow me to put that fit on because I would be so self-conscious.
About like the colors?
He had different colors everywhere, but it worked.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wish my brain didn't work. I wish my brain worked like that to where like you just piece things together and like.
Yeah, Nigel's pretty fly, not gonna lie.
He had a fit on. I was like, I'm going to try doing that one day.
Yeah.
Like, where I'm not like focused on the colors. It's just like, these are tough.
Nah.
You know?
Nigel, very fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go bottoms first always, and then even I guess like particularly for the gym, like if you're trying to put a gym fit together, always start with the shorts.
Yeah, shorts.
I feel like our demographic is like
shorts
and the tee. You always start with the shorts, and then you just have the tee that complements it.
Definitely start with shorts, and then the shorts dictate everything after.
Yeah, the shorts. Yeah,
because the shorts are going to dictate the shoes. The shorts are going to dictate like the top, like.
Yeah, shorts is like the main thing that people in our demographics wear, and then it's like,
yeah, or when I think it's mostly.
Side note before we close out, do you notice like people wear the outfits that you shoot, like the outfits
But I mean, you're trying to like look.
But it's like it's so funny when I see that.
I was gonna mention this point too. What's cool to me is like, and I don't want to disrespect anyone. You know when when someone tags you in the fit. And you look at the person and you're like, I could tell you're not into fashion, but you look good with this fit.
That's dope, yeah.
So it's almost like, yo, I gave you like a
sauce.
Not like I gave you sauce, but like I gave you nice little easy template to throw on some fly shit.
And now just keep building on
that. Now you can just like, now that you got a taste of what that looks like, now when you shop other brands, you have a frame of reference to go off of.
Especially because like the gym, people who are like so into the gym, like the demographics that we sell into, Yeah, like no gym brand has ever really released like cool
street
clothes.
street clothes.
Yeah, like up until now, brands
now they're getting more into because it used to be a lot of athleisure.
Yeah,
you know, remember like Alex used to call us Power Rangers.
Yeah,
like we used to look like fucking Power Rangers.
Scoop tees.
Oh man,
that was a crazy time.
Scoop tees with the leg tight joggers
and the Chelsea boots.
Oof, what a time.
Yeah.
But now it's like a lot of companies are selling clothes that can be worn outside of the gym that are actually fly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Charlie was wearing that tough ass Anaka.
Oh, the button up the other day?
That was wet. That was a nice tee. And then we have like dad short samples.
Yeah, no, those are fire.
Yeah.
Those
like
are
just casual dad short. Like
actually need those.
Those are fly now, but it's like companies weren't doing that before. Like Alphalete, Gymshark wasn't.
No.
You know, it's like what workout set, what tights are you wearing, you know?
I think to close out, you know what you should close out with? What clip? His athlete video.
Don't do it. That's a sick video. I mean, like, for the time,
that was ahead of its time.
Yeah,
that was ahead of its time.
Like, but yeah, back at it, like that shit was nuts.
I think it's because they just dropped one. That's why it's on my mind.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Fuck. But shit, man, I'm happy to be back, man. Like I said, a lot has changed, you know, behind the scenes with just what I'm doing, but I'm actually super excited for this next part of my career and journey because I'm looking forward to just growing and expanding with the new shit that we have now. And the next part, like Q3, or no, not Q3, Q4 going into 2024 is going to be super fun. And I'm just excited to just be like a content creator again and just like having fun with it.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to kill it.
There's going to be link ups that maybe you guys weren't expecting, but it's gonna be dope, man.
That'd be hard.
Yeah. You got any lasting words?
No lasting words. I don't know. Hopefully I'm back soon, huh?
Yeah, that was a smooth podcast. I like just talking about like shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes like motivational shit just gets kind of like drawn out. I'm gonna have one of them shits though. I'm gonna talk to Chris Jones too. I want to talk to Chris Jones.
I feel like that would be a good one. That's like you can talk about some shit with Chris Jones.
Yeah, but I do want to get
experience some
do want to get Nigel and Kai on.
Yeah,
get their take on some shit.
I feel like that'd be very
very
hilarious. They haven't done a podcast yet either.
They haven't?
No.
Yeah. I want to jump on with them for sure. Let me know when they're in town.
I will.
This night, right?
It's supposed to be, yeah. I think they just text me.
Probably have some tough talks with them on Tuesday or some shit. But anyways, I got to pee really bad. I appreciate y'all for listening to this episode. Once again, the Better brand has dropped new clothes. Shop the Naka shit too. You know what I'm saying? We bring it back to the 90s. But yeah, that's BBA. Big Russ. We out this bitch.